All right. So what's going on? We got my man Chuck Burch in the building. What's happening?
All good, all good. It's great to be in Houston at such a time like this. It's great to be here with great people, and I look forward to what's in store.
Appreciate it. Now, we actually had you earlier when we were doing our, we'll call it a test run, and we actually had recorded you, and we talked about your foundation, which is a fantastic foundation, I must say. So at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and go back over it again because now we're in a new location. We have all new everything, newness of everything. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and talk about your foundation. So tell us a little bit about the Chuck Burch Foundation first.
Absolutely. The Chuck Burch Scholarship Fund, which actually started 20 years ago, is a way of helping students to go to college. I was blessed with a scholarship to go to college, and I am passionate about helping individuals bridge that gap, primarily from high school to college, but even there the effort has expanded beyond high school students, beyond colleges, to help a greater need, and also to tell people and to encourage people to participate in something that's bigger than themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's always important. So how did you actually get into this? Because by day, you're a CPA. And by night, you are?
Roller skater.
There you go. So how did you transition from the CPA over to wanting to do the foundation?
Absolutely. The foundation has always been a love of mine because individuals have resources, mm-hmm. and they can do anything they want to, and they can turn up and spend whatever they want to. But all you have to do is be a student or know a student that needs a bridge from where they are to get into college. I was one of those students. And so when I was able to get a little bit of money and able to help a few people, I did that out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. There's a ways that you can actually get other people to participate in that event. One is playing golf, and two is roller skating, and those are actually two of my loves. Mm-hmm. So I was able to collaborate with some friends who did both, and what we did is we multiplied our effort. Mm-hmm. And by multiplying that effort, then you're able to give a little bit more, and then that more becomes something substantial.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing that I like, and what a lot of skaters don't realize, is what people do. You know, we see them all the time as skaters, skating around, doing their thing, and you know, so we see them at nighttime. But sorry about that. But we don't see them during the daytime and what they do, and you know, so forth. So one of the reasons why we have this platform is to kind of let the skate community know that, hey, we have some people out there that might fit your needs. And now you being the CPA and you having all the knowledge that you have, you know, so if anybody's looking for a CPA, now they know they can come to you. So tell us a little bit about your business.
My practice is called Burch Financial Group. We offer income tax preparation, personal financial planning, investment management. In addition to being a CPA, I'm also a certified financial planner. We all have to do something during the day.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And during the day, I handle people's money. Being able to handle people's money, being able to help people make money, being able to help people keep their money, yes. Is critical. Mm-hmm. And so it's something that, again, I love to do. I'm operating in my love. So mm-hmm. It's a great situation to be able to operate by day in your love and your passion and mm-hmm. your skill set, mm-hmm. and to be able to transition that to the evening mm-hmm. Or the afternoon and take your recreational piece to in a area that you love. Mm-hmm. And been doing it for years. Had a practice that has grown, actually started off in Houston. Mm-hmm. Moved that practice to Dallas, and now I have clients all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So let's get to the skate side. All right. So roller skating. What is roller skating to you?
Roller skating is the ultimate outlet. It is the ultimate physical conditioning. It is the ultimate intellectual download. I've been doing it for years. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Anybody knows people from Detroit know that roller skating is certainly an option recreationally for individuals. I took that upbringing in roller skating to college with me in North Carolina. Myself and a few friends, we introduced roller skating to the historically black college that I went to, North Carolina A&T, and we gave skating parties like the Greeks gave regular parties.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And many times we outdrew the traditional parties because we had people from all over the country who appreciated roller skating and made a pretty good name for us. When I came to Houston as my first professional job, the Houston skating community was pretty strong. And I was able to fit right in with it.
Perfect.
So a few nights a week, I was able to take that recreational outlet and made some friends for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what brought him here this weekend. That's why you're here, is for the Roundup. It's 11th year.
Yes.
The 11th year of the Roundup.
11th year.
So the festivities start this evening, and they'll go through Sunday.
Yeah. Now, I actually have a question for you. And this is a question that a lot of skaters get asked all the time. and I just kind of want to know your answer. What do you tell them? So the one thing we always hear is people still roller skate. Roller skate's still dead. So how do you respond to that?
I respond to it a couple of ways. I said, yes, skating is very alive and well. Skating never died. Sometimes we die
Yeah.
as far as skating goes,
Yeah.
mentally and physically,
Yeah.
but skating never died. And I challenge them. I'll take them out. I'll meet them there. And it just blows their mind that, wow, there is still a community of adults.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of grown folk who like to go out and get it in and be in an environment of, again, high energy, phenomenal camaraderie, friends for life.
Yeah.
And you got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah, you really do. Now, earlier you were talking about how the skate community was strong, and but have you personally? What is your outlook on the skate community right now as a whole? Because I know growing up, it was extremely strong. It was like a family thing. Everybody just had a good time. Everybody just enjoyed themselves. They still enjoy themselves now, but you have the older generation and you have the newer generation. And you can tell the difference in the skate community between the older and the newer. So being an OG in the skating world, what would you tell the younger generation that's coming up?
I would tell the younger generation to consider skating for the broad impact that it really brings. Understand that there are people that you are going to meet in your recreational outlet that do things. We do have day jobs. We have a wide variety of skills and talents. Hey, my mechanic is a roller skater.
Hey.
The person who does my lawn, I brought them out to roller skating so that they could see it.
Right.
Yeah.
I have professional colleagues. I have recreational colleagues. I have all types of colleagues that roller skate. So I'm telling the young people, hey, get a skill.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to let people know what it is that you do. Use what we call the skate chatter to let people know the skill set you've got, and you'll probably get a shot sometimes before advertising to the masses because they see you at least a couple times a week or once a week in your element. And I know I do it.
Right.
I've hired photographers and all types of people, DJs, to do the things that I need to do because I met them at the rink.
Right. See, now I don't think a lot of people realize that there's such a network within the network. And we have to learn how to tap into that network. And I like the term that you use, skate chatter, because that's what lets people know that, hey, skating is still there. It's still alive. The more we talk about it, the more we post about, especially with social media. Because back in the day, we didn't have all this social media stuff. We didn't have none of that
stuff. Meet
stuff.
them at the rink. If you saw them at the rink, that was the chatter.
That was it. You know, or you would call them one-to-one. I'm on the house phone or something like that. You know. So, but now we have such an outlet and a way to get the information out there. It's important that we all chip in and, like you said, use that skate chatter. Talk to the people. Personally, I've seen a lot more in the media with roller skating. You're starting to see commercials, movies, even some of our closest skate companions, we've seen them skating on TV and you know, commercials and stuff like that.
And skating internationally as well.
Skating internationally, yes.
Pick up a lot more.
Yeah. So what would you say would help push the movement forward?
I would say pushing the movement forward means integrating skating into your everyday life, your ongoing interests, the things that are important to you. My scholarship fund to skating, you had just mentioned with the advent of social media and video in particular, to let people know that, hey, you're a real person.
Right.
When I am promoting my skating party or when I am putting out something that I think is important, I'll add an element of video to it. And sometimes I'll add an element of video to make people look.
Yeah.
Well, there's no better way to make people look than see you roller skating.
Right.
Yeah, folks are visual nowadays.
People are visual
Very
now. And so if I can make people look at an event that I'm hosting and they see me roller skating, well, they're going to look. And they're going to remember that, whatever they saw, and then they're going to read the message.
Right.
And I know I've been able to grow my efforts by integrating roller skating with video with the message. And anybody can do that. And it takes a little professionalism. It takes a little trial and error. But when you do that, like-minded people will look, and like-minded people will support.
Right, most definitely. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we have. We're going to go ahead and, talk about that. We actually have an app, Skaters Konnect app, which we are proud to say that is finally ready after a long time of hours, sleepless nights, stress.
I tested it.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes. So what the whole idea was to kind of bring the skate community together, kind of like a one-stop shop. So there's a lot of features on there that, we thought about, this would be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this. Let's try this. And like you mentioned, you were actually one of our beta testers, and we appreciate that. So one of the features that me personally, that I'm the most excited about is the, not just the radio, is the rink locator. It's great, and the whole idea was if you are out of town and you want to find a rink and you don't know what to do, all you got to do is open up the app, push the button. It's going to pull up all the rinks that are there in your area within a 1,000-mile radius.
Yeah, 1,000-mile radius, because initially when you guys were testing, we were in a 50-mile radius, but we were able to widen it to a 1,000-mile radius.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's a community-based app. That's the other thing about it. So in order for it to work, the community has to come together and put their input into it. So if you have a rink in your area, put it on there,
right.
And to bring awareness to what's in your area. So again, it's a community-based app. We have it on there for your events. And what we actually did was we made it convenient for you to manage your own events on there. Okay. So one of the things is you can upload your photos. You can even do videos if you wanted to. So I know you have your yearly skate party that you do. All right. Real quick, tell us about that.
My skating party.
Yes.
You just had one recently, your foundation party.
Yes.
Once a year, I am blessed to bring together all of my colleagues and all of my contacts for the world of roller skating. And we raise some great money and some great awareness for roller skating. And so usually the week between Christmas and New Year or right around the holiday, I encourage people to get off the couch, Get those guests out of that's right. Get those guests out of the house.
Work that food off.
Work that food off, and come out for a great cause.
Yeah.
And for the last 7 years, we have had a phenomenal turnout. Usually between 250 and 300 people, and if individuals can't make it, they participate. It is phenomenal. It's in Dallas, Texas. We will put it out to the skate world. Obviously, we're going to depend on this concept to help out. I call Skaters Konnect the app, and I just want to comment on the app. And I got to do it since I'm here. I call the app the Ways of roller skating. And why I call it the Ways of roller skating? Because it does have community participation. You are able to put in the rink that you like, the event that's coming up. Individuals who are near you, sometimes you might even not know that they're near you. You're able to find out what do they think, as opposed to going to some foreign cause and not knowing what you're walking into. So you guys are really solving a great need with technology. And for the listeners out there, you got to go ahead and get the app. You got to download it, and you got to participate in it, because it will enhance your skating life. It will enhance your recreational life, and it will give you something that you can spread your love of skating with other people. Go get the app. That way you can see what's happening. That's what I've been able to do with my event, is to be able to do that. And year over year, it just continues to grow, continues to make a bigger impact. We now have many of the students who receive scholarships. They come back and they volunteer. They bring their families. They contribute to the scholarship fund just based on the blessing that they got from that. And so that's all related to roller skating. And so that's really how it comes all together.
See, that's what I was saying. There's so many different, it's not just roller skating, it's so many different things that it's that network, like I said. It's that network. I know some skaters that are doctors. Now we know a CPA, lawyer, everything. So it's exactly. Yes, it really is. So it's like, as a community, to come together as a community, we need to tap into what the community has to offer. So I implore anybody that's listening, if you guys need a CPA, hit my man Chuck Burch up. How can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me, hopefully through the app. That would be the
and
starting
we can
point.
Advertise on the app. Now that's also another feature that obviously that wasn't on the beta testing, but that's something that we do have that you can advertise through the app as well.
Absolutely. And I'm social. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Insta.
He's very vibrant in his posts, so you can find him.
You can always see him skating.
With a smile.
Absolutely. So I've got a website. It's Chuck Burch CFP or ChuckBurchCPA.com or thebirchfinancialgroup.com, which is my business. So hit me up. Phone numbers there. Again, you can find me. I'm public. Hey, I want to help. Because even if I'm not your guy or you're a professional, I have a network of individuals all over the country who can help your particular needs. And that's what we want this forum to be a network. Like I say, we need a hairdresser. You need a mechanic. You need somebody. Why not employ someone who has a commonality with you?
Right.
Exactly. And I really like that word, commonality. I love it. So what's next for you, my man? What's next for you?
Next for me is actually 4 days of
sleepless nights and rolling.
Absolutely. Of continuous roller skating. I am looking forward to the hospitality that the Houston Rolling Roundup is going to provide for us in the skating world, and it's going to be all the things we just talked about.
Right.
It's going to be that networking. It's going to be that physical. It's going to be seeing people that you haven't seen and catching up with people that you haven't talked to in quite some time. Forming those relationships, But again, it's more than that. We're talking about leadership development. You know, actually the group does some phenomenal things in the community because they know all these skaters are coming down. So I'm just a part of this. This is my busy season, so I can't think of a better time to network in my busy season.
There you go.
With something that I love to do, and what that's going to do, that's going to form a springboard for everything else that's going on. There's another skating event that's coming up, Rolling in the Carolinas.
Right.
Another big one.
That will be in April, correct?
Actually it's in
April.
March.
In March?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Rolling in the Carolinas starts to go on, I have contacts in Carolina. I went to college in Carolina. So I'm going to encourage that effort because I've got to go back to my alma mater actually starting next week. I'm getting a little award, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
It wouldn't be for selling those Krispy Kremes.
No, that's a whole nother story. Whole nother story. But that's part of the effort. Okay. But what it allows me to do again is combine professionally what I've done and some accolades that I'm getting with roller skating and being able to promote the next big event. So that's what you guys do. And in this interviewing format, you're going to find there's going to be great things that your guests are going to let you know and about, and your community is going to be able to jump into and participate with. I'm just one piece, and I really appreciate this opportunity to share a little bit about my journey, a little bit about what I'm doing, but how roller skating basically connects it all.
And it does. It's that thread that everybody has a hold on to that's connecting everybody. So yeah, well, we greatly appreciate you stopping by.
Sure.
Looking forward to rolling with you. Again, if you guys need a CPA, and to be honest, he is our guy that we go to, so we can vouch for his work. Great guy, professional, and that's what I really like, is that everything is professional, and nowadays, you have people who have businesses, and then you got those who got a business. Yeah. And this man has a business. So once again, look him up. We'll actually put your link and everything in the caption once we upload this to YouTube. It will be on the YouTube, and they can actually go back and listen to it on the app. We have a video section on there. It will be on there too. Right now, at this point in time, we greatly appreciate you. You've been one of our big supporters. We love it. You always have a place here whenever you feel like stopping through, because you are from Dallas, Texas.
Or calling through. Call us and we can do the interview too.
Whichever one. And you never know. You may be asleep one day. We may call you like, Chuck!
I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys have plans on taking this on the road, being able to do things remotely. I think that's going to be phenomenal for the forum, for the platform, and for the impact. And I look forward. I'm a friend. You guys are my friends, colleagues, business partners, recreational skate family. This is the true definition of skate family. And so you're going to hear that often. What your skate family does. And I know my physical family understands the relationship of my skate family. And when you do that, you really are able to get up every day and make a difference. Make it happen. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
We thank you.
Appreciate you.
We thank you very, very much. And we hope to hear from you again. Well, actually, we will hear from you again, and we will see you on the wood.
Look forward to it.